Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with Golden Opportunities Coaching, and we return with our audio series. Today, we're going to talk about insecurity, but before we get there, please be secure enough to subscribe, like, and comment if there's something we can do to be of help to you. But I'm going to talk about 7 things that can cause insecurity or often are root issues of insecurity, signs that you may have insecurity issues. Number 1, if you believe that you can be, should be, or need to be perfect to be anything, you have insecurity because perfection is an illusion. Somebody's version of perfect and yours will not match, which means there is no universal perfect, but the more you push yourself to be something you cannot be, because perfection does not exist in a universal form, meaning there is no one set perfect. Perfect for you might not be perfect for me. If somebody gave me a job and said get up early in the morning every morning, I'm not a morning person, have never been. So that would not be the perfect job for me. Now somebody else who is an early riser by nature, that may be the perfect job for them. So which one of us is right and which one of us is wrong? This is why perfect doesn't exist. So trying to find perfection is always a problem of insecurity. You think that if you get it right, you'll deal with less trauma, with less drama, and less hardship, but it's not always that way. Another one is, do you compete? The illusion of competition is that there's someone that's better or worse than you. There always has been, there always will be. There are people in a worse position. There are people in a better position. You need to worry about changing your position and not competing with others, because there will always be somebody better, even if you're on top of the world. There's somebody hungrier, somebody who has more natural talent or ability, somebody who has more internal commitment. There's also people with a lot less, which is why competition in itself is a fundamental lie. When we waste time competing, we lose time that we could be improving our own lives. And the next is insecurity can come about if you're a people pleaser. 3 tribes. We've talked about the 3 tribes before, but I will reiterate here. In life, there are 3 tribes of people. The people you will never please, no matter what you do, no matter who you are. They've already passed judgment on you because of things that are most likely out of your control. Then there's the second group. These are the people you can convert based on how you behave, what you do, your quality of character, your quality of morality, common interest, and a bunch of other things. These are the people with whom you should spend the majority of your time, because the more people you can convert to being in your inner circle, the more supported you will be. The third group are the people where we spend most of our times, or at least the majority of people do, and that's the people that have already been converted. That's your inner circle, your friends, your family, your loved ones, your best friend, whomever. These are individuals that are going to love you no matter what. So as much as they benefit you in the short run, you don't grow as much by spending time with them, because they're going to accept you no matter what you do, no matter where you are. Another sign you're insecure is aloofness or being socially disconnected. Now, we all have issues where sometimes we're uncomfortable in social situations. And we all have times where maybe, we get uncomfortable in crowds, or we get uncomfortable when meeting new people. That's normal. But when we let that become our dominant social interactive state, that feeling of fear, that can be easily a detriment to our own social development. And so it's important to realize and recognize that when you are socially aloof, you're actually hurting yourself, and there's at least some insecurity at hand there. You must accept that there are people who will like you, there are people who will not like you, and there are people who are going to be indifferent to you in life. Kind of like the 3 tribes, it's the same basic principle. And the next is criticism, self-criticism. When you're your own inner critic or your own worst critic, you are hurting yourself. It goes back to the tie of perfectionism, in that the reason you're critical of yourself is you believe there is one way or one right way, quote, quote, to do something or to be. The problem with that way of thinking is, whose right are you following? If you're following someone else's, you may never get to your best because you were meant to be you, not somebody else. So the next thing to consider is, do you get easily offended? And this is a sign of insecurity because it goes with the idea of people pleasing, in that the person who is the people pleaser doesn't ever want to be disliked, and therefore they will most likely kind of back down on their own beliefs, core values, or systems of function in order to try to be better liked or in a better social situation. This is not beneficial in the long run, mainly because sooner or later you will run across someone who you cannot convince to be on your side, or whom you will struggle to not be offended by. Offense comes because we believe that our way is the only right way. But the problem is, everyone believes this because we live inside our own heads. So therefore, offense comes from the idea that our way is better than someone else's way, and that ties in to the illusion of competition. I did have 7, but I kind of covered the last one already, and that's rejection. Rejection comes from the idea that we're supposed to all be in the tribe that everyone likes all the time. And that's an unrealistic expectation, which creates unnecessary stress. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Please like, subscribe, comment below if it has been, and I'd be more than happy to put together an audio for your benefit if there's something that I can help with in the future. Till then, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.